World Competitiveness Index. World Competitiveness Index was also discussed in the text and context of the Hindu Hindu newspaper recently. So it has a title, the article called as Economic Gains Rise. So it was discussed in the text and context of the Hindu, and that article, it has discussed about India's performance also. And there is a positive change in the report. We have seen that India has witnessed a sharpest rise among the Asian economies with a 6th position jump up from 43rd to the 37th rank on the annual World Competitiveness Index compilation. So according to this World Competitiveness Index, there is a jump, there is an improvement in India's performance now. India's performance is improved as compared to with the previous data. Now it is jumped from 43rd to 37th. That's why it was discussed in the text and context of the Hindu. The World Competitiveness Index is released by IMD, that is the Institute for Management and Development, is the organization. This releases this publication called as World Competitiveness Index, and it started publication since 1989. A comprehensive annual report of worldwide reference for the point on the competitiveness of the between the countries. It is microeconomics, and macroeconomic foundation of the national competitiveness is the index which captures. It has many like criteria, many factors also it follows under this index. It provides benchmarking trend as well as the statistics and survey data based on extensive research. It analyzes and rank the countries according to how they manage their competitiveness to achieve the long-term value creations. For example, addressing the sustainable development also, eco-friendly also, the green field also, etc. Those factors also, the ecological conservation also will be considered along with the GDP. It's not only about the GDP growth rate, etc., but also how they infrastructure, how their governance is efficient. You can see the factors. It measures the prosperity and competitiveness of a country by examining 4 factors out of the 334 criteria. Like you can see the economic performance, government efficiency, mainly the governance efficiency, business efficiency, infrastructure, etc. are the 4 factors. 4 factors were included under this competitive index. These factors can also be a prelims question. Which of the following factors considered under the competitiveness index, World Competitive Index by IMD, Institute for Management and Development? So economic performance, government efficiency, business efficiency, infrastructure. Then accordingly, the countries will be ranked their performance. And 2022 result, you can analyze here. In the 2022, the World Competitiveness Ranking measured 63 economic competitiveness, and among them, Denmark, which topped the economic competitive ranking, which is a Nordic nation, and most of the Nordic nations take the lead in the first time in the IMD World Competitiveness Ranking. Switzerland became the 2nd, and Singapore was the 3rd from 5th, and Sweden fell into 4th. So ranking, Denmark is the top, Switzerland is followed by that, then Singapore, then Sweden. Sweden is fell down to 4th place. Croatia was this year greatest improver, that is leaping 18 places in the economic performance. Both Russia and Ukraine were not assessed this year because of the addition due to limited reliability of the data which is they collected. So both Russia and Ukraine were not assessed this year. And Switzerland came in the 2nd, and Nordic countries are leading their lead, like their position. And Denmark is the top economic competitiveness in the 2022 result. India's performance, we know that it has improved the rank from 37th to 43rd, like from 43rd to 37th. So now the current rank of India is 37. India is also improving. India got 37th rank in the 2022 result. Economic performance also India 37. Government efficiency 46. And if we got individually, business 32nd. Infrastructure, there is no change, 49. So they separately, or each factors, each parameters also, they analyze the performance of a particular country. 37th was 2021, 28th in 2022, 46 was in the 2021, moved to 45th in 2022, 32 was in the 2021, moved into 23rd in 2022. So normally India improved, the ranking of India were improved, and that's why India jumped from 43rd to 37th in the recent data. So economic performance also improved to 28 from 37. Efficiency also improved from 46 to 40. So that is with regard to India's performance in the World Competitiveness Index. Now moving on to the next slide. One thing you should remember, even though there is World Competitive Index, a similar kind of word you can see another index or report is called as Global Competitiveness Report. There is similar to World Competitive Index, there is a report called as Global Competitiveness Report, but it is released by World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum releases Global Competitive Report. This will be confusion. Please remember in this way also. A World Competitiveness Index is released by IMD, but in the case of Global Competitiveness Report released by World Economic Forum. To know more about, you can refer about Global Competitive Report. I did not included any content of this Global Competitive Report in this slide. You can refer to that, but please remember it is released by World Economic Forum. World Competitiveness Index is released by IMD. Global Competitiveness Index Report released by World Economic Forum. This way also questions can come.